Mike, EA, so glad that you could made it all over to Sweden to do the seminar we've done the past couple of days.
Our pleasure.
It's been great.
Fantastic.
It's been great. Mike, you've been here a couple of times before.
This is my 5th time, I think. Yeah,
Oh.
I love it here.
Could we just go quickly through what have we done these past couple of days?
Well, basically what we did was, excuse my voice, we spent time with, we had 13 instructors and we trained them on how to screen the students to determine what their biomechanics are.
And EA, what do you think of the guys and girl?
What a wonderful group. I'm already ready to come back for another one. They were all energetic, open-minded, willing to learn. And as Mike said, we did a seminar talking about the structure of each person's body and how they differ and how we screen for them and how we actually help golfers build swings around their own makeup, their own design. And each of them said that they found a lot of value in really understanding how to build their own swings, to make their own swings better. But not only that, now being able to personalize it for their students.
Yeah, we gave them a roadmap, how to find a blueprint for each student so they know exactly how to work with them and what to work on.
For me, it's been great being able to spend some time with you. Brilliant brain for a couple of days now, but you told me a story how you guys met.
Funny story. Good friend of mine, Jim Suddy. Jim is a fantastic teacher in America. Jim gives me a call and he says, there's a guy out in California who's stealing all your information. So I call him up, hop on a plane and go on out there. We spent 4 days together and I found out he didn't steal my information. What he had found through his research, information that kind of fit perfectly with mine. And it came together. And what it did is it completed my information and it completed each other's. Mm-hmm. And we're like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. We work well together. And EA is a brilliant teacher, brilliant technician. I mean, it's unbelievable. And his information was phenomenal. So it was a great match.
Yeah, it's interesting. We had mutual friends that for 15 years kept telling us that we had to meet. And I was living in Hawaii and California and traveling all over Asia, and Mike was on the East Coast and he's going in the other direction, and our paths never crossed. And it was sort of a coincidence in the sense I would work with Chip Beck for 1 week on one of the Champions Tour events, and then he was working with Dr. Suddy at the time, but I had come out with my first biomechanics book and he wanted to learn more about it. He says, well, how do I do this? And I said, well, let's just outline all your stuff and you can take the book with you. And so he took it back to Dr. Suddy, and Dr. Suddy looked it over, and Dr. Suddy called Mike then, and he came on out and stayed with me for those days, and we slept about 2 hours a day and talked golf the rest of the time. And I mean, it was really, really great to get together finally and to be able to get the meeting of the minds. And literally after that, Mike invited me out to Hamilton Farm, and on a handshake, we agreed to combine our information and do our best to share it with other teachers.
And it's been a great marriage. It's funny thing is Jerry King and Greg Nichols, who are both good friends of mine, and EA's kept telling us that we needed to get together.
And here you are. I mean, after listening to the guys and girl, Kathleen Nilsmark was with us a couple of days, and they were just amazed. And I know some of them just said this has been the best 2 days of education within this area ever, and that's a good thing to
Well, like Dan said, he says, I've been to every instructor and every certification and everything. He says, this is by far the best.
So we'll be looking at having you guys coming back, so we're going to talk about that. So thank you so much for coming and sharing your knowledge to the Swedish professionals, and we're going to be back here as soon as we can.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
Thank you.